Hello guys, what's up? Today I'll be starting a new series of tutorial on C++. Okay, so let me just introduce give a little glimpse of what exactly the C++ language is. C++ language emerged from the actual the C language. Okay, so C is a middle level language. It is a very flexible and it has a very good close interaction with the machine. Okay, and you can do all kind of system programming to C. But the C++ is somehow a very object oriented language. Just a moment. So it is an object oriented language, and this language is actually developed by a person, John Stroustrup. You can see this is the person. Okay, so he actually developed C++. So C++ is a completely object oriented language like Java. Okay, so and I'll be starting today. I'll show you everything, okay, about how to code in C++, okay, how to compile, how to run the program, and also creating class object, using library files, everything I'll show you one after another. Okay, so this will go on, and today let us start with the first program. So first program today I'll show you about showing the simple thing that printing hello world on the screen, and the second thing I'll show you is declaring variable. I'll tell you about the data types of C++. I'll also about the access specifier, okay, like private, public, protected, and also do some program on inputs and outputs. Okay, so taking some inputs from user interactive input and just showing that output on the screen. So I'm using dev C++ 5.11 as an interface, and here I will start my first program. Okay, so C++, for the C++, I'll just let me introduce you about the input stream and output stream. There are two library files. OStream, OStream and eStream. Now combining this, okay, there is this is actually for the files, okay, but there is another library file which is called IOStream, which is actually does operation on console output and keyboard input. OStream is for output stream, and this is for input output stream, so it does both on console output and keyboard input. So let us start it. So if you don't have, you can this is a very good interface for programming in C++, and you can download it from internet for free. Okay, this is an open source, and from new I have already a file. I'll just open it, first prog. Okay, so this is a file. Now first what you need to do, if you have any experience working in other language like Java or .NET, okay, so you know in .NET we have like importing, okay, using library. In Java we have import keyword. Okay, here we have hash include, and here the library I will include is IOStream. Okay, in C++, another thing which is important is writing this header using namespace std. Okay, you have to include this one. Then we have to declare the main function. Okay, so the main is the actual function which actually defines a program as an executable one, which can be executed by operating system. Operating system OS will call up this main function. Okay, so the role of, whenever you execute that program, the role of the operating system is to call this main function. Okay, after this main function is called, you can do any kind, add any kind of submodule and everything and work on it, and it should always return return an int. Okay, so it is int main. Here I will write cout hello world. Okay, now execute, compile. Well, just a moment. I'll explain what is the problem and what solution I did. Okay, I think there is a problem in my spelling. Sorry. No, it's done. And semicolon is missing. Okay, now it's done. So what I did, in hash include, either you can include tag, opening and closing tag, or you can include double quote. Okay, both of them work. So what is the difference between double quote and opening and closing tag? Opening and closing tag, if you one thing you can do is you have to mention in the environment options. You have a directory. Sorry, not this one. I will just compiler option. Yeah, compiler option. You have to go to the directories. In the C includes, you have to mention the include directory. So if you only mention the main include directory and don't mention any subdirectory, the problem is that if the IOStream is not in that main directory, it will not find it. But if you put double quote, it will search all the subdirectories for this IOStream library. Okay, dependent library. So double quote is a good practice, or we can also, maybe I'll just carry out with double quote. Let us compile again and run it. F10. Hello world. I can see the hello world here. Okay, if you can't see, just look into this. This is hello world. Yeah. Okay, so now let us go with the inbuilt data type or primitive data type for C++. I'll not go to any documentation. I'll straightly declare some variable like int I. Another flexible thing is that if you have worked in C and you are coming to work in C++, you can face a couple of glitch here. One thing is that in C you have to declare all the variable at the beginning of the program. Okay, but in C++ you can declare variable anywhere you like. Okay, you can even create a separate scope, separate block for any program. I'll discuss about scope later on. Okay, int I char C float f double ddl. Okay, let us assign some value to char equal to 65. Okay, and I don't want to confuse you, I'll put a character here. So in C, C++, as well as in C, the characters are always placed in single quote, and strings, which is set of characters, is always placed in double quote. Float value double cout integer value I. Let us copy this. Char value C, float value F, double value dbl, and the last one is I missed just one more, boolean. Okay, boolean b equal to say true. Oh, I already have one, sorry. Okay, let us compile this one, run it. Okay, I just it's a little messed up. I'll do one thing, I'll put a new line character. This is a escape character. So I am assuming that you have a little bit of experience in C, or if you don't have, I'll definitely explain you. There are some escape characters. Right now I will explain you two escape characters. Okay, one is three escape characters. One is \n, one is \t, and one is \r. \n is, if you want to, if you know about typewriter. Okay, in typewriter there is a device, there is a handle which is called carriage return. So what carriage return does, when you just pull that, okay, the typing material, okay, whatever letter, that particular thing, that goes to the next line. Okay, so new line and carriage return is almost this both are same, but only one difference. For new line, I just look at the cursor, the new line, it goes like this, and for carriage return it goes to the starting of the line. Okay, so that is the difference. So new line, what it does, it first goes to the starting of the line and then it goes to the next line. Okay, but carriage return goes only to the starting of line, and \t is tab space. Okay, so whatever may be your tab space set in your terminal, whether it is 4 space or 8 space or 6 space, based on that definition, tab space works. Another is \b, which is backspace. I'll explain these things later on, but these are called escape code. So let us now run one second, compile and run. Okay, now we have all in the new line: integer value, char value, a, float value, double value, and boolean value. Boolean value is presented as 1 or 0. True is 1 and false is 0. Now see, I will show you something very interesting. But this is very tiresome to write code every line. Okay, cout. So cout provide you a very good privilege to write in one line everything, just with using the space and then using this keyword. Okay, double lesser and double lesser. Okay, so this is actually called streaming. See, I will remove all the cout and just simply put like this. Okay, again compile and run. You get the same thing. So just see how it has been uh, shortened. Okay, so to look at a better one, you can also, I think, you can do like this, because C++ is just like C. It is not line based. It is completely you can go and write it any line. Okay, like all the interpreter language like Python and basic, in older days basic are there. These are all line dependent. Okay, even I think Fox Pro also. But C++, Java, these are not line based. You can write one syntax in one line and go to the, and obviously that syntax to be need to be complete. It cannot be half, but write the full syntax in one line and go to the next line. See, I will put everything just for convenience in new line. Okay, the same thing. So this is the C out or output stream. Now let us come to input stream. Okay, I'll show you another very interesting thing. This is just for your knowledge. Interesting. Let us see how this works. Compile and run is F11, no? Okay. See, I have put a char value as 65, so it comes as A. So what it does, C out actually converts the character C to 65 ASCII value to its respective character value. Okay, suppose 90 is the ASCII value of Z. So let us see what the result comes. CZ. Okay, now it is coming Z. So that is fine. Now let us do another thing. I will just remove all this and I will show you keyboard input. Okay, I will use stdin, which will take input from the keyboard and display the result. Cout, enter integer value. Scene. I. अच्छा, integer char float double pull. Okay. Float if value BBL okay, let us see. Oops. Extremely sorry. Okay, so I have done a huge blunder. I am extremely sorry. I'll explain you the indication why it is double lesser sign, why it is double greater sign. See out what this value, enter integer value. I'm providing it to the console. I'm providing it to the console. Okay, so this string value is going to the console. Cout, console output. But scene, that is a keyboard input. The scene actually a virtual, you can see it is a type of virtual keyboard which has been operated or defined by the C++ compiler. Okay, scene actually here is a keyboard. So it is taking the input and it is providing the input value to the variable. Okay, storing that input value to the variable. So that is why the arrow is indicating on the right side, and on the cout the arrow is indicating on the left side. Okay, I just missed us out. I just continued with the same symbol. Okay, so let's just compile it. I hope everything is fine. Enter integer value. Okay, enter character value. I will again put 90. Float value नहीं ले रहा है. What happened? Boolean 1. Okay. Character value 9. Okay, so here see, this is different. When you are assigning, it is okay, but when you are entering, it is entering it as a character, because you are entering it as a character. So what happened to the float one? Why the float skipped? I know why. F flush std in. This is a flush memory problem. Let me just fix this out. Yeah, I told you actually this flushing of memory, flushing of std in, not memory, keyboard memory. Okay, so there is a keyboard memory. C++ compiler allocates a keyboard memory which is called std in. So whatever you type, that goes into the keyboard memory, and from that memory it goes to the actual variable memory where it is storing the value. So in case of character, this happens that it cannot flush out the memory, so you have to do it yourself. A library you have to include, which is called hash include cstdio.h. Oh sorry, only cstdio. And here after the character you have to give use the function f flush std in. If you find any garbage value in the console, okay, in any case you haven't done any kind of input and you get some garbage, that time you have to do f flush std out. Okay, so now it is std in is fine. Now let us compile and run it. Integer value, character value. See, now it is not skipping the float value. Double value, boolean value. Okay, so we are getting. Okay, so I can see for double value it is only giving it is rounding up and putting it as 1 decimal place. Let us find out what exactly, or we can do another thing. Let us just do the experiment for the float also. For float also we need to see double boolean value. Oh my god, it is rounding up. Double is actually rounding up to, it is removing the decimal place. One solution to get rid of this is using a function called setPrecision. So you have to include one library called iomanip. Okay, and after that, here in this output you have to include that function setPrecision and give what precision you want to give. Suppose I give it 12. You can even calculate the length and then provide the size here, but I am not going that complex right now. Okay, now let us run it. Oh, some issue. Okay, I got it. Integer value, character value, 1 2 3 4 5. Now is it okay? One problem is that it is taking a garbage value. If you don't specify the precision properly, then it will take some garbage value. See, we have got a lot of garbage value in the float. Okay, so I think better to use it in case of double. Okay, so I'll not discuss this further in this one. Maybe we can have another class on how to handle the precisions and handle the decimals in case of float and double value. Okay, so we have got here with what we have got from this tutorial, creating how to create C++ file and include the library, okay, dependent library. Okay, so in case of input and output, we have the library IOStream, and you have to mention namespace, one namespace here. Okay, so whatever program will be there, it should be within this namespace std. Okay. Namespace is basically used to avoid confusion and conflict between different different programs. Okay, different functions, different classes. They are to differentiate. Suppose two classes have the same function, same name. Okay, so in case of using namespace, it actually used to overcome this difficulty and is used as an additional information to differentiate between similar function, classes, variables, etc. with the same name available in different libraries. Okay, so whenever we use libraries, there are maybe libraries of the same name. Okay, and when we include them, there can be conflict between two libraries. So that's why this namespace is used. Okay, so std is used here because std also has different library with a common library name. So I have to mention specifically here that the namespace is std, and I'm using the cout scene within that namespace std. Okay, so after that you have to declare main function, define main function, which obviously has a return type of integer, and since it is a function, you have to return one value here. Oops, I have not returned. I wonder why it is not giving me warning sign. It's supposed to give. Okay, so what is the compilation is F9. It didn't provide me any warning message. I have not put any. Is there any warning before? Zero warning. No. Now also. Actually, if I remove return 0, what will happen? And compile. Now also no warning. That's fine, because it's supposed to provide a warning. Okay, so I'll be sharing the folder. In this folder, all the programs will be there. Now I'll sharing this folder link, and it will contain one program right now. So further, as tutorial will go on, more program will be there, and you can go to my Google Drive and just download the file from that folder. Okay, so that's all with the tutorial. In this tutorial, next tutorial I'll be doing some loop program, iteration program. I'll show you some. There will be a few if-else program. Okay, just for formality. I hope you, if you don't know about, because this project tutorial is also targeted to someone who have not at all worked in C or C. A C program also. Okay, so somebody who have worked on C program, they can skip this tutorial, next tutorial. If else, for loop, while loop, okay, do while. So that will be there. Then after that, I'll straight away go to arrays and all that. So you can skip the next tutorial, switch case, if else, and the iteration of for loop and while loop and do while. And Please, I just ending here. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my video, share it if you like it, and have a good day.